Good afternoon. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Steve Brooks here with our weekly Inside Look by Brooks. And first of all, I hope everybody had a really nice Christmas. We had a nice Christmas. It was very laid back. The only misstep we had this Christmas was my mom was hospitalized and then in a rehab, but she seems to be on the mend and we're all happy about that. It was good to see my two sisters and brother and all their family, and it's always a good time. So today I wanted to kind of change up a little and speak about what drives our decisions here at Brooks Law Group. Some of you may not know it, but I'm in a mastermind group with personal injury attorneys from across the country. And a mastermind group is simply a group of like-minded individuals that get together and share ideas on how to better practice law. And so 3 times a year, I will meet with 11 other attorneys from across the country. Our last meeting, I think, was in San Francisco, and we will go behind closed doors in a conference room in a hotel for 3 days, and we will exchange ideas on areas of the law that we practice in, how to do that more efficiently. We'll exchange ideas on how to manage, how to implement better processes, and even a little bit of marketing. And the common denominator, and some of these firms are a lot bigger than we are, huge firms. And they have really good cultures. And I'm like, every time I go, how did you create such a great culture? And the common denominator is a set of core values that leadership develops with the help of the team, the whole team, and then that is uniformly adopted by everybody in the firm and followed. So the last couple of years, we were able to come up with some core values. And the core values for us are not just a plaque on a wall. In fact, we don't have plaques on the wall. We have these little things. What that is at everybody's desk and in all the conference rooms. But it's not just a sign in a room. It is something that drives each and every decision we make. When we hire, when we interview, we bring the interviewees in, and we'll go over the core values and ask them if their personal core values can align with our core values. When we are deciding what tack to take on a case, it always has to align with our core values. When we make management decisions, whether to expand, to hire more, it all is driven by core values. And it really makes a manager's job easy when your decisions are all driven by the core values. And all these big firms that I meet with throughout the country they don't have the same core values. I'm sure they're similar. They're basic life principles. But I have one of these plaques on my desk, and I can't tell you, today I was in a meeting with my office manager and my law partner, and we had to make a big decision, and we all looked to this to help us make that decision. So it makes our jobs easier. I wanted to kind of go over them with you real quickly. We have 8 core values. The first one is results matter. We are not in the business of just trying. Although admirable, that's not our goal. We focus on actions, activities, and metrics that deliver results. We don't get paid as attorneys. We are on a contingency fee basis. So you never pay upfront money for us. When you hire us, you never pay us unless we produce results for you. So in this firm, results do matter. In fact, it's our number one core principle. Number 2, impacting lives. We encounter people at life's low points. We strive to impact them not only financially, but from a standpoint of care, concern, and the embodiment of godly principles. So it's not just about the money. It's about the client being able to come in here and count on us to do the right thing for them. It's about transparency. It's about us being prepared when we go to court for a hearing or a trial. It's basically what our moms taught us in kindergarten, just do the right thing. We are all about doing the right thing in a way that impacts a life positively. Integrity. Mistakes may be forgiven and corrected. Breaching integrity is unacceptable. Integrity is reflected daily in our work ethic as it relates to punctuality, self-discipline, consistent quality performance, and continuously striving for excellence. Team-driven accountability. If it isn't in writing, it didn't happen. And I didn't create that saying. I think one of my mentors in the mastermind group scenario told me that scenario. But it really is a core principle here. When we have conversations with clients, we document them, we save emails, we memorialize phone calls, so that there is a true track record of our conversations with clients, adjusters, opposing attorneys, anybody we come in contact with, so that there is a track record there for us to follow in the event that something is later questioned. Team-driven accountability. I'm sorry, I just did that one. Teamwork, camaraderie. Teamwork is an obligation to all who are members of our firm. We are a team working in the spirit of unity, accepting each other's differences as God-given and complementary. All of us firm-wide working together in alignment with the vision, goals, and processes set forth by management. And these core principles drive our teamwork. And I need to go back. When I was talking about the team-driven accountability, I left off the last sentence that said, we keep each other aware and informed in every aspect of our responsibilities to each other, our clients, and the firm. So the reason we put it in writing is, and we had this recently, is one of our staff members had a serious illness and had to be out for a few weeks. Had she not documented her files the way they needed to be documented, then someone else would have had a very hard time stepping into her place and serving the needs of those clients and the attorney they work for without that documentation. So the whole concept of the core principles is to guide us in a way that protects the client's interest. No gossip rule. In our transparent culture, gossip is not tolerated. It will be reported. Gossip can destroy the camaraderie we work to build within the work environment. If there's an issue, approach the person directly in private in a kind, professional manner rather than discussing it with others. So I would rather talk to you if I have a problem with you than talk about you. Because if I'm talking about you, I'm not dealing with the problem. I'm going to other people and I'm trying to deal with the problem in a sideways way. We really push the transparency of our culture. And I think that the advantage of that is it builds trust within the team. Number 7, thinking outside the box. We strive to push the envelope regarding innovation in every area of our law firm and its practices. So we have meetings. We have meetings with the case managers. We have meetings with the paralegals. We have meetings with the attorneys. And in some of those meetings, we're discussing cases, unique facts, and we're always trying to define the angle or the set of laws that might apply to the facts in a way that would be beneficial to our client. So it's not just an individual thinking outside the box, it's also the group itself thinking outside the box. Gratefulness, this is our last core value. We remember that all we have is a gift from God. At the end of the day, we are blessed to be involved in this practice and to be given the opportunity to positively impact so many lives. So there have been a lot of days where I've come into work and there's one fire after another. It seems like an endless array of problems coming into my office. No one's happy. We all have those days. And, it's in those kind of moments, I actually keep a scrapbook behind my desk in my credenza that has letters from former clients where they have expressed gratitude to me for what I or Brooks Law Group had done for them. And whenever I get down or overwhelmed or aggravated or irritated because of my unique circumstances in that moment, I have to remember to kind of back up and look at the big picture. The big picture is, we're in this for the client. And for me to be able to reflect on those clients' gratitude for us gives me gratitude that God put me in this position to be able to help people. So, and I thought this would be a good time to go over our core values being the end of the year, and we're all thinking about New Year's resolutions. I think one of my New Year's resolutions is to be more grateful. We, in the United States of America, we have so much, and I think there's a tendency for us to look around and compare. I don't have a nice of clothes or car or house as the next guy. But we have so much, each of us has so much to be grateful for. If you are a citizen of the United States of America, you are in the top 1% worldwide because of our culture. If you make $25,000 a year, you're in the top 1% worldwide. So we do have a lot to be grateful for this country. I'm very blessed. The law firm has grown tremendously this year. We just hired our 8th attorney, and we're my brother's son, Beach III, is going to be manning the Tampa office full time beginning January 1st. Our staff has grown. We have a total of 28 now. We've just annexed this beautiful new addition to our annex building. So we kind of have a campus here on First Street. So reflecting back, we've had a really good year and grown and come together as a culture. And it's a fun place to work. So I really have a lot to be grateful for. Most of all, I'm grateful for the people that I interact with on as an attorney. I've come across some really horrific, tragic stories, and it's been a blessing and a pleasure to meet a number of people and to be able to help them sometimes. It's a really rewarding business. So from my heart to your heart, I hope you had a wonderful 2017. If not, we get to look forward to 2018. I think 2018 is going to be a banner year. I want everybody to really think and be intentional about being safe over the New Year's holiday. Truly, New Year's Eve is amateur night. If you are going to be out celebrating, I would encourage you to either take an Uber or have a designated driver. You don't want what's going to be a great year next year to end up starting on the wrong foot. So we really, really appreciate everybody out there. And I want to comment, because some of you may not be watching this live. If sometimes we'll take questions or comments from people, but if you watch this and you have a question about, really about anything to do with me or the law firm, specifically today it was on the core values, but if you have a legal question or want to ask me something, you can You can make a comment on Facebook, or you can email me at steve@BrooksLawGroup.com, and I'll try to answer your questions and get back to you. So with that being said, Happy New Year to everybody. Please be safe, and thank you for a great 2017.